Welcome everyone back to Fallout 4, and it has finally come the time to go into the Institute. Now I'm going to be doing this for each faction, so we're going to have a separate playoff for each faction from this point. So it's at the moment this is my Minutemen character, so we're going in here as the Minutemen. I'm going to do one for the Brotherhood, one for the Railroad. We're doing one as a Raider, because as a Raider character we're also going to go to Nuka World to take over the parks and do everything as a Raider. And then one character is going to be as an Institute character, siding with the Institute. So that's basically 5 in total. So we got Minutemen, Brotherhood, Railroad, Raider and Institute. 5, it's going to split into basically 5. So, that being said, let's go and see what we need to do here.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Okay, ready to go.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Okay. Sounds
Whenever you're
easy
ready.
enough. Let's do it.
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Whoa. Okay, we're inside the Institute. Now every faction has a specific quest linked to it. The Brotherhood is looking for a doctor, the Railroad is looking for the inside contact. Me as the Minuteman, not sure yet what we're doing, so we're just going to go along with everything. Obviously my Institute character is going to do everything the Institute wants. So that character is going to turn against everybody. So let's see. Well, here's the terminal. View access. X3 validation, AGA signal rerouted. Oh, that was probably me. Okay, load holotape. Where is it? Network scanner. Okay, initiate network scan. Done. Check the tape. Okay, so I'm inside the Institute. It's a hatch. Caps. Feels so strange.
Hello.
Hey?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Okay. Step into the elevator. From the spooky voice. I was actually considering, once I've finished my playthroughs of what I'm doing now, I want to do one maybe in survival mode. That's the only thing I haven't done with Fallout, is actually play a full-on survival mode, hardcore version. So let me know what you guys think. Should I attempt that? Okay, door inaccessible. Lab coat. It's all these weird looking things. Okay, that must be a camera. That's a camera. Okay, I don't interact with anything, do I? Okay.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Well,
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
okay. I need to get all the resources to make this stuff. Okay, there's a kid in there. It's a spanner and something. Requires a
No
key.
way to pick this.
Seat, couch, radio. There's somebody walking. Sean?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
I've been looking for you.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
I'm your dad.
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Dad's
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here,
What's
Sean.
going on? Father? Father!
What do you want?
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Father?
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but
Hey, what?
disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
So you're father.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
Okay, where's my son?
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have... It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How?
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Why?
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
You mean human synths?
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Yeah, so technically I'm the grandfather of all the synths. Okay. Let's see what you're here the whole time. Don't believe you. It's really you. Okay, so you've been here the whole time.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Yeah, what about Kellogg?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
Okay, so you used him.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
You know, what about your mother?
Your mother? She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Okay, what about the Institute?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
Yeah, but why you?
But director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You mean to stay here?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay. Is that it?
Hold it right there.
Is there a problem?
Routine security check.
hold on, let me just see out. Okay, give all of that to Sturgis. Okay, so we're gonna speak to Sturgis when we get back to him. Tell the railroad about the Sins Refuge, tell the Brotherhood. Now I wonder now, this thing here doesn't say anything about telling the Institute about the Sins Refuge. Okay, well maybe that will still pop up somewhere. Okay, meet the division heads.
See
What it
anything
says.
suspicious lately?
Suspicious?
Okay, so
What
what
do
do
you
I
mean
just
suspicious?
walk around?
Like dodging my questions.
No, nothing to report, sir. If I see something, I'll be sure to come right to you.
Who's
You
talking?
do that. I'd hate to find your name on a repurpose list.
Sliding doors. Oh, okay, so that opens up there. So is this, hold on a minute, is this now the entrance to this room? Okay, what's upstairs? Oh, let's make sure we check down here first. Okay, nothing there. Yes, that's there. Bed. Terminal. Stim pack. Oh, hold on. What was that? Terminal password. Okay, I'll done the password. There's all the folders and... It's funny how everywhere you go, everybody uses white boxes. Okay. Sean's thing. Let's see what's on here. Okay, Kellogg Conrad. Okay, Kellogg's occasional presence continues to unnerve the others. At first I thought they were merely intimidated by his confidence and arrogance, or perhaps even afraid of his general being. Kellogg is after all a killer, but as I've continued to witness their reactions, gauge their sidelong glances, I've detected something else, something I probably should have anticipated: jealousy. Kellogg is a living memorial to a forgotten program. He is an augmented human being, a cyborg really, and the benefits he has received cannot be denied, but really the scientists could not care less about enhanced reflexes or greater combat efficiency. No, the cause of their envy is something more practical, more primal, enhanced life expectancy. Just how long will Kellogg live if he passes naturally? However unlikely that may be, it's hard to say. He is already more than 100 years older certainly than any other human in the Commonwealth. His complete physiology has been altered. Perhaps he'll make it to 150, maybe 200. Yeah, well, he was already at least, well, in his, I'm assuming his 40s or 50s, before he even got to the Institute, and then he still got the kid and everything, 60. He was at least probably 110, 120. Okay, let the pretty have their pretty jealousy. Kellogg is a living testament to the ingenuity and superiority of the Institute, and I take no small pleasure in knowing that must irritate him to no end. Okay, status reports, what's on here? Robotics programs, FUB lab, offline production, Charleston's project underway. Okay, so they're just normal things, personal notes. Things myself, possibly I cannot afford to let emotion get in the way. Takealot has gone offline. Strangely, I find myself thinking of Dr. Walker. He had such high hopes for Kellogg. Okay, Walker never shy about his goals. Okay, so nothing much there. Access. What is this? Since shutdown. Okay, so I can't do that. Oops, did I shut down since? Hope not. That will be very unfortunate if I do that. What's down here? Whole bunch of storage. Okay, it's a bathroom. Let's see what's open sesame.
You call this a clean floor?
What's
Are
going
your
on here?
visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust? Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful. What others call complaining, I call critical thinking and challenging assumptions.
Okay,
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
of course, sir. Hi. Okay, we've got a boardroom. Trying to walk around a bit and see what we can. This place is huge.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
If you say so.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Okay, if you say so. What's this? I think this is somebody's room. Oh, those are living quarters. These are Gentusans.
I'm not scared of the surface.
I'm not scared of the surface. Okay, well, let's see what's down. Oh, how do I get to these stairs? What's on this board? Routing. Must be something with power. Oh.
Hey, Eve, have you seen my notebook laying around?
No. Did you leave it somewhere else?
I can't
Eve?
remember. Oh well, I don't need it right now.
For such a smart kid, you're a bit unorganized.
Well, I prefer to call it organized chaos.
Okay, I don't know who was talking where. Maybe it's over there. It's over here. So is this how they recycle their water? It's a smart way of doing it. Okay, well guys, I think I'm gonna leave it there for this episode. So we completed let's see here now. But how do I get back to the institute? I mean to the other side of the world. Probably gonna go back through the teleporting thing. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there for this one. And I'll check you guys in the next episode. Cheers.